Hey friends, it's Marie and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing some of the scrapbook.com Simple Scrapbook Kits. They have a few kits on their website where you get the album and you get cards and pocket page protectors all together. So I'm showing you this album here that has the white and then gold foiled dots. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is what it looks like. It's a 6x8 album. And I'm also using these cards here. This is part of their Simple Scrapbook cards. These are journaling cards and just different fun cards that you can use and just slip into your pocket pages. These are the Everyday Moments collection. So I've got 4x6 cards here, and there are these little 3x4 cards that are just perfectly sized to slip into your page protectors. There's all these fun colors and images in there, and these Everyday Moment cards have just different monthly cards. They have seasons, so you really could use this one all year round. Now I'm also showing you these different page protectors. So you can get these page protectors that are 4x6 in a pack of 5. Your 4x6 photos fit perfectly in there. You can get different page protectors that are divided different ways. So I'm showing you one here that's divided with 4x6 on the bottom and then the two smaller pockets on top. And then there's one page that is divided just both 4x6. And I'm going to do something a little bit different with that one, and I'll show you here in a second. So these Simple Scrapbook cards are just what they look like and what they're named for. Their purpose is for you to just go ahead and build your pages really simply. So I like to go ahead and lay out my page protectors and then take my photos, take the cards that I like, and just kind of lay them out the way I want them. And I find if I need to go ahead and switch things around a bit, I can do that as well. So I'm kind of slipping my photos in here, kind of putting it behind my page protectors so I can see what it would look like if I cut these photos out, and just laying it out to see if I like that layout. Now, when I'm happy with that, I'll go ahead and cut some of these things down and just add them to my page protectors. So you can see down there, I'm using one of my landscape photos. I'm going to actually cut it out into a little 3x4 card, and I'm going to do that using my little pocket card dies. Now, scrapbook.com has a little 3x4 card die and a 4x6 one, and that just makes it super easy to go ahead and map out which portion of your photos or your cardstock or your pattern paper you want to use. So I'm using this to frame this photo of my son. I'm going to take a little bit of my mint tape it into place, and then run it through my die cutting machine. Now, I did want to say that when you are taping your dies down, try to not get your tape on the piece of photo, the place that you actually want to display. So I didn't get that tape on the inside of that frame at all, because it actually sticks really well to your photos, especially after you run it through your die cutting machine. And if you try to peel it off, it might kind of damage your photo a little bit. So I made sure to put that tape on the outside of my frame so that it's sticking to the piece of the photo that I'm not actually using. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm trying to just make sure that I don't damage the area of the photo that I'm actually displaying. But you can see how this little frame die here makes it super easy to go ahead and just map out the areas that you want to cut. You don't have to mess around with measuring and using your straight edge paper trimmer. You just go ahead and tape your die down, and you know exactly where you're going to get your cuts for your little cards, and they're going to fit perfectly into your pockets, and the sides are all going to be straight. So these little dies are really handy. So I took that, went and run it through my die cutting machine, and just cut out that little photo. And I'm actually going to put my photo alongside a little 3x4 card there. And I could have used another 4x6 pocket page protector like the one that I'm using here on the right. But I also wanted to kind of switch up my landscape, or my layout, if you will. And so it just shows you how you can get a little bit more versatility out of your pocket pages. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and make two individual 3x4 pockets for those little areas down on the bottom left-hand side, you could take the fuse tool from We Are Memory Keepers and just kind of fuse 2 little pockets there. But I didn't find that to be necessary. My little cards both fit in there side by side, so I just went ahead and I slipped them in, and it really is no trouble. Now on the back side, if you're going to do a different layout, you can always slip more cards on the back side there and hide whatever is on the back if you don't want people to see it. That wasn't really an issue with me today, so I'm just focusing on these little cards and photos that I'm playing around with here. Now, you could just put your photos and your paper in there and be done. Boom, you have a little pocket page layout, put it in your album, and you're done. But if you want to embellish a little bit, you can go ahead and cut some different shapes and letters. So I'm going to go ahead and add some bright hearts here. I'm using some of these papers from the Scrapbook.com paper pads, and my son is there. He's reaching for all the tools that he likes to play with from my desk. He likes especially my little magnet that I put my dies on, and my tweezers, and the sharp tools that I try to keep away from them, but they like to get into my scrapping area and steal my tools. Anyway, I went ahead and I used some of these number dies from scrapbook.com and just cut out the year so I could go ahead and glue that down. Now I cut it out in doubles, so I'm using 2 different colors of cardstock, and I'm layering them together here to kind of make a little shadow behind my number, and that just kind of makes it pop a little bit. Now scrapbook.com, they have those colored cardstock paper pads, all kinds of different colors. I used a few colors from their Sherbet pad, I used a few from their Florals, and kind of mixed and matched and tried to get colors that coordinated with these everyday moment scrapbook cards. And I think it just looked really cute the way it turned out. Now on my cards, my regular cards that I like to send through the mail, I usually like a lot of dimension. So it's tough for me when I make a pocket page and everything needs to be a little bit flatter because I always want to put that foam tape on there. But if you want a little bit more dimension, you can do what I did with those numbers and just layer a few of them together, and it kind of makes it pop a little bit more. Now, these are simple scrapbook cards, and you don't have to feel the pressure to do anything crazy and out of the box. You definitely can if you want to, but you can also just keep it super simple. And I'm keeping it really simple today. I'm just putting a little sentiment here, just kind of putting a little title on my page to help me remember that these pictures were from Easter Sunday 2021. You can go ahead and write some more journaling. If you have a little typewriter, go ahead and type something up. That's always really cute. But I went super simple here. I'm just gluing down these letters that I cut out from scrapbook.com's alphabet sets, and I'm just using a little glue to put them into place. And again, I used some of those colored cardstocks from their Scrapbook.com paper pads, and I just love how there's so many different colors and you can just coordinate them with whatever project you're working on. So my little Easter Sunday card is finished here. I'm just going to pop that into that bottom pocket. On that top 3x4 card that says loving this, I'm actually going to go back and do a little bit of personal journaling later on. But for this video, I just wanted to give you a few simple ideas on how you can use these albums, these pocket pages, these cards and photos all together to make your own really cute layouts. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, tap the subscribe button, tap that bell for notifications so you never miss another video from me, and just comment, share, like, do all the things. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.